Hello class, welcome to Algebra Lesson 05, which is all about percent of change. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to find percent of change, including taxes and discounts. So let's start with example 1, which is percent of change. So we're going to determine whether each percent of change is a percent of increase or percent decrease. So basically that's asking you, is something going up or going down? So like if we look at this first one, we have our original value is 20, our new value is 23. Since 23 is bigger than 20, I know this is a percent of increase. And if you just write increase, I'm okay with that. Some people even do something like this, percent up. I'm okay with that as well, as long as I can clearly tell what your symbols are. Okay, so percent of increase. Now, in order to find the percent of change, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new minus the original all over the original. So that means I'm going to say 23 minus 20 over 20. Okay, that's just the equation that we use in order to find a percent of change. New minus the original, all divided by the original. So 23 minus 20 is 3 over 20. And if I divide 3 by 20, I get 0.15, which I know for a percentage, I just have to move that 2 places. So I know I have a 15% increase, right? So I'm looking for both of these bits of information. You have to tell me that it's an increase and by how much? 15%. Okay, so I've showed you one example. I want you to look at the second one, determine whether the percent of change is percent of increase or percent of decrease, then find that percent of change. Good luck. Okay, for this one, hopefully you said 17 minus 25 over 25, which is negative 8 over 25, which is negative 32%. Okay, so you can say 32% decrease, and I have my answer circled over there on the right. If you have questions about this at all, please be sure to reach out for some help. Let's move on to example 2. So example 2, we have a new DVD player costs $19.99. If sales tax is 7.53%, what is the total cost? So I'm going to show you 2 ways to solve this. One way is a little shorter than the other, but I'll let you choose which way you would like to solve this problem. So the first way is you take the cost times the tax as decimal. So that means I'm going to say $19.99 times 7.53%. Remember, I still need to convert that to a decimal. Even though it already is a decimal, I still need to move it 2 places. So that's how I ended up with a 0 in front of the 7. Okay, so $19.99 times 0.0753 gives me 1.505. So since it's money, I'm going to round up to 1.51. So $1.51 plus $1.51 is the tax. So this is our tax. But to get the total cost, I need to do the original cost plus the tax. So $1.51 plus $19.99 brings up our total cost to $21.50. Okay, so that's the first way. Kind of 2 steps, right? You multiply to find what the tax is, then you add the tax to the original price. The second way, which is shorter, is you take the cost of the item, and then in order to skip this step, what you do is you multiply by 1 point and then whatever the tax is, so 0.753. And that 1 right there is basically just a shortcut for doing this step. So if I type in 19.99 times 1.0753, I get 21.50. So just like the other way. Okay, so the second way is a little shorter. If you can remember that tax means you are going to include that 1. Now let's talk about discounts. So discount is when you save money. So tax is when you give more money. Discount is when you save and you get to keep your money. So we have a new pair of hockey skates, cost $230. They are on sale for 35% off. What is the discounted price? So again, I'm going to show you 2 ways. One is a little shorter than the other. All right, so our first way, you take the price of the item times the discount as a decimal. So 35% is 0.35. So if I do 230 times 0.35, I end up with a discount of $80.50 that I am saving. So then I would take the original price, 230, minus $80.50, and I am left with $149.50. Okay, so I did the original price minus the discount. Now the faster way is you do 230 times, and then instead of doing 1.35, you're going to say 1 minus whatever the discount is as a decimal. So this is 230 times, and then 1 minus 0.35 is 0.65. And when you plug that in, so you literally can plug this whole thing into your calculator and it will solve it for you. Some of you might prefer to actually figure out what that what this part becomes. That's up to you. So 230 times 0.65 gives me a total cost of $149.50. So you can see our 2 ways end up in the same with the same answer. All right. Now I have one problem for you. We have a new MacBook Air, costs $999. And if there's a 15% discount and sales tax is 7.5%, what is our final cost? So a hint I will give you is you always do your discount first, then your tax second. So this is kind of like a 2-part problem. All right, good luck. All right, hopefully for this problem you started by finding the discount. So you did 999 times, then in parentheses 1 minus 0.15 to get that 15% discount. So after the discount, the cost of the laptop is $849.15. Then you had to figure out what the tax was on that item. So $849.15 times 1.075 for my tax rate. And my final cost was $912.84. If you have any questions on this problem or anything else from this lesson, please don't hesitate to reach out for help from myself or a classmate. I am more than happy to help you, but I just want to make sure you guys understand, okay? I hope you have a fantastic day.